need to do is you need to run for the cover of other believers. Run for cover of other believers. Run for cover of other believers. To the enemy, when you're going through something, you got bad spiritual warfare, a lot of vain imaginations, you have, a prolonged trial, something strikes you suddenly. The enemy will try to get you to run away from God and to distance yourself from unbelievers. This is what Elijah did. Jezebel released the word curse, the death threat, I'm going to kill you, Elijah. Elijah started running for his life. And the Bible said he left his servant behind. He isolated himself and he hid in a cave. And that is how many of us respond when we get in warfare. We don't come to church. When it's here that you can get delivered, it's here that you can get set free, it's here that somebody's going to truly agree with you, it's here, right? We want to watch the televangelist when we're in the middle of a trial. That's not a bad thing to do, but not at the exclusion of being with our own company, the company of believers, the people who really care and the people who really have your back. I guarantee you that as much as I love Joyce Meyer and Kenneth Copeland and all these ones, they don't know you're not going to call you. I do get robocalls from Kenneth Copeland's ministry. Still. Don't be too proud to admit you need help. You'll make it worse because God resists the proud. When I was 7 years old, it was about 15 years ago. When I was 7 years old, Shabbat, I wanted in the skateboard. This is before the skateboard trend, like the big skate. This was a little skateboard, little teeny skateboards, And I wanted a skateboard so bad. All my friends had a skateboard. My mother said, "I'm not giving you a skateboard." I said, "Yes, you will." Then I'll ask Daddy. And I got a skateboard for Christmas. My mother didn't want me to have one because she was scared I'd get hurt. So first day I got the skateboard, I was so happy. I'm skating. I'm going up the hills, woo, all this stuff. Then I hear my mother yelling, "Jennifer, it's time to come home. Supper's on the table." This was a long time ago. And you'd call your kids, down the street. And I said, "Okay." And I got on my skateboard and I'm skating home, having a good time. And the wheel of my skateboard got caught in one of those like really thick, strong weeds that goes in the crack of the sidewalk. And I went, and I fell and I hit my head and I went unconscious. And when I woke up, I literally saw stars. That's a real thing. It's not just in cartoons. I did. I was like, I'm 7 years old. I'm in shock. I don't know what's going on. No idea. I know that I can't move my leg. I'm concerned. I'm 7 years old. I'm 7 years old. And all I can hear is my mother's voice in my head saying, "Don't get a skateboard. You're going to break your leg. You're going to break your leg." Well, thanks for prophesying that over me. I appreciate that very much. The prophecy was fulfilled. My leg was broken. But I laid there in quiet. I didn't say anything. I saw my sister, my best friend's older brothers playing football. I don't know how long I was laying there. No idea. What I do know is eventually he came over. He says, "What's up? Are you okay?" I didn't know what was wrong. He picked me up and he took me to my mother's house just across the street. I'm screaming bloody murder because my legs are like dangling there at the hip, I'm like, "Ah!" And I was in a full body cast, hospitalized in traction for a couple, 2-3 months. And I was in a full body cast for a couple, 2-3 months. I had to learn how to walk all over again. It was bad. But my grandmother said something to me, and she said, if you ever are going through something like that, she says, you're ever in a bad situation, if you're ever struggling like that and you can't help yourself, she said, scream bloody murder until someone shows up to help you. I thought, okay. Well, then when I was 8 years old, we were playing with one of those big, giant medicine ball things. We were kicking it around, and the ball got stuck between the house and a little palm tree. And I said, ha, ha, ha. And my leg went totally behind my body. I know, that's gross, right? I should have said it on a Sunday morning. You should have seen somebody who went, that's what I did. It was bad, and I knew. I'm a veteran at this point. I knew what was up. And my friend was with me. She said, "Are you okay?" I said, "Do I look okay?" And I started screaming bloody murder. Ah, help! But it wasn't really necessary because my friend, I heard my grandmother's voice this time saying, "You cry for help." And see, when you're going through a trial and when you're dealing with spiritual warfare, you better believe I'm telling somebody I need help. I will text you. I will call you. I will burn up your phone until you answer me because you won't help me. So pray, Jesus, pray. No, if I got, someone's going to help me. Someone's going to help me. If I need counsel, you're going to help me. I can meet with you next Friday. No, you're going to call me. Now, I'm hanging on by a thread. I've learned that. But see, if you're humble, you'll go for help. If you're not humble, then you'll resist, and you'll kind of try to hide your warfare, hide your trial. And, honestly, we've all done that. There have been times we've all just sucked it up and tried to hide it. And sometimes you do just need to suck it up and just try. Sometimes you do. But, when it gets to a certain point, guys, you gotta get help.